Uxie is one of the 3 Lake Guardians introduced in Generation 4. Uxie has not particularly been a great Pokémon compared to singles throughout the generations, but also not complete garbage either. Uxie usually finds itself in the UU or the RU tier, except for Gen 8 where it ended up untiered. Despite Uxie not being considered a great Pokémon overall, it actually had a niche in the Gen 4 Ubers tier. So what was Uxie's niche in Gen 4 Ubers? Uxie's stats are actually not that bad. It has great defensive stats, 130 in both defenses, and a good speed stat at 95 base. At first glance, it may look like that Uxie is outclassed as a wall by stronger psychic types in the Ubers tier like Lugia and Cresselia. However, Uxie has one move that separates it from these Pokémon and makes it an option to consider over them, the move Memento. Memento is a move that lowers the opponent's attack and special attack stats by 2 stages, but sacrifices the user to do so. There's another psychic type in the Ubers tier with this move, and it is faster too, this being Latios. But Uxie is much bulkier, which is important for it to have an easier time setting up. Unlike Latios, Uxie is also not weak to many dragon Pokémon and attacks in the Gen 4 Ubers metagame, meaning it cannot be stopped by common choice scarf dragon types like Dialga, Garchomp and Palkia. Memento also sets Uxie apart from bulkier psychic types like Mewtwo and Bronzong, so it's not competing with them either. This makes Uxie a great dual screen setter. Uxie can easily set up Reflect and Light Screen without the fear of being KO'd that easily, and it can use Memento to sacrifice itself and weaken the opponent to let a teammate like Groudon or Mew take advantage of that and set up. Memento can also take advantage of Brick Break Scissor, which could otherwise destroy both screens. With screen support, Memento and great bulk, Uxie is very capable of helping a teammate set up a sweep. Uxie's last move slot is often used for U-turn, allowing Uxie to gain momentum for its team and escape taunt users like Mewtwo and Tyranitar that could otherwise stop it from using screens and Memento. U-turn also allows Uxie to escape from Wobbuffet trapping it with Shadow Tag without having to sacrifice itself. Alternative options to U-turn are Yawn to force opponents to switch out as they will otherwise fall asleep, giving Uxie a free turn to set up, or it can use Stealth Rock to set up hazards to gain valuable chip damage for its team. Uxie can even slot more niche options into its last move slot. Ice Punch is an option to 2-hit KO Rayquaza and Garchomp, and it has a slim chance to 1-hit KO Shaymin Sky after Stealth Rock. Fire Punch can be used to 2-hit KO Fortress and Scissor in the sun. Grass Knot is an option to 3-hit KO Groudon if the team really struggles with it. Knockoff is a great support move that can remove key items like Choice Band or Choice Scarf. Thunder Wave is a great move to cripple switch-ins like Darkrai and Mewtwo. Heal Ball is an option to remove status conditions from its teammates. And Uxie is a great user of Trick Room. Lastly, Uxie can use Magic Code to potentially sleep Darkrai with its own Dark Void. By the way, if you're enjoying the video so far, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thank you. To use Uxie to its full potential, it's important to learn Pokémon that can easily set up on, like Blissey, Fortress, Giratina, and even Groudon, as it does have the ability Levitate. The same principle goes for Choice Locked Garchomp. Uxie also has a variety of natures it can use on this set, and the nature you want to use really depends on the threats and moves you want to take on. A careful nature helps against powerful special attackers such as Rain Boosted Palkia being able to avoid a 2-hit KO. An impish nature helps against physical attacks like Garchomp being able to avoid a 3-hit KO from Choice Scarf Dragonclaw, and it can also avoid a 2-hit KO from Choice Band Stone Edge Groudon. Lastly, it can use a Jolly nature to outspeed base 90 speed Pokémon like Kyogre, Groudon and Dialga. While Uxie can be hard to stop with Memento, it does have to be wary of faster taunt users like Mewtwo and Mew. Darkrai is probably the best counter to Uxie, as it is faster and can stop Uxie in its tracks with Dark Void and hit it with Dark Pulse after. Metagross is also a check that is immune to Memento because of its ability Clear Body and can destroy screens with Brick Break. Overall, Uxie is a niche screen setter with Memento that can take advantage of many Pokémon in the Ubers tier and has a way to threaten a lot of them too with its diverse move pool, and is certainly worth a team slot on certain teams. Let me know in the comments what you think of Uxie's niche in Gen 4 Ubers, and check out my video on Frostless's niche in Gen 4 Ubers if you haven't already. Thanks for watching and see you next time.